Okay, so before we carry on with the texturing, I just want to go to my first dirt layer that I did, and I'm just gonna include the height all anchor point so that I can mainly include these and these to the layer, so it can have at least some dirt, because right now there's nothing in it. So I'm just gonna go here, micro height again, just click on height all, reference the height channel and go up here, micro detail, and click on true, and now it should have something going on. It's kind of like hard to see right now, but that's okay. I just want to include it. And if we go to micro detail again and we mess around with the, let's see, radius maybe. Yeah, let's lower the radius down just a little bit, something like this, and that should be all she wrote for this. All right, so now if I do turn it on, turn it off, you can see the difference. Even as light as it is, you can still kind of see what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah, I think I'm going to export this right now, and then we'll see what it's doing. But I guess before I export it, I'm gonna make this rougher than the actual body itself, just because they kind of all look the same right now. So I'm just gonna go to, let's see, yeah, I'm gonna go to this layer for the back, like this thing. I think it's this layer, yeah, and I'm just gonna make it slightly rougher to like 0.3 or something. Yeah, I think that's better, because now it's like slightly different values than the rest of the body. Okay, so I'm gonna go to File, Export Textures. I'm gonna turn off screen because we don't need to export the screen textures right now because there is nothing on it. And in Global Settings, I'm gonna choose the destination here, which will be in my desktop, TV, and this test folder. The final folder is probably not gonna have this in it, but for now you can just right click, new, and make a new folder and name it test. So select folder, PNG, 8 bits plus dither, and I think everything else is fine. I'll put this on 4K, and I think that should be it. So click export. And that's it. Alright, so here we are in Marmoset. To bring in the TV, I'm gonna go File, Import, and I'm just gonna go to TV. And let's see, Models, TV low. Alright, so to bring in the textures, I'm just gonna drag them in like this. Alright, so the base color, let's see, the base color is gonna go to the albedo. Whoa, actually I don't want that. I don't want it like that. I want it to be, instead of metallic roughness, I want it to be Unreal Engine pack, because it's like less maps to be exported. Okay, so if you go here in your output templates, you click on UE4 pack, you will see right here you have RGB, which is gonna be like the packed channel or map or whatever you want to call it. And you're gonna see it's occlusion, roughness, metallic in this order is gonna correspond to RGB. So occlusion is R, roughness is G, and B is the metallic. So I'm just gonna click export again, and that should be it. There you go. Alright. So again, base color in the base color, the normal in the normal channel, this is the packed RMA channel. So I'm gonna do roughness, metallic, or I guess metalness. And if we scroll down here, we turn on occlusion and we do occlusion. There you go. So now we just have to change the channels again, because roughness is in the green channel and metallic is in the blue channel. Roughness is in the R, so we don't have to change it. So that's what we have for now. And next I'm gonna change from like the tone mapping from linear to aces, because that's what we're texturing in, and that will give us the more accurate look as we have in Substance. Okay, so I'm just gonna change my field of view to something like 20. Personal preference. What else can we do? For the sky, I'm gonna change the sky image to this indoor fluorescent, but I think this is from Marmoset 3. I'm upgrading from 3 to 4, so that's why I'm using that, and I really like it, but I don't think I can share it. So if you don't see it in the folder, that is why. You might have to go online and find something that kind of looks like this, I guess. So next we're gonna go here, turn on ray tracing. To turn on ray tracing, you can do Ctrl R and it will turn it on or off. Let's see, I'm gonna right click in the outliner, add a shadow catcher like this. In the sky, I'm gonna change from ambient sky to color. Yeah, this color is, I guess this is fine. And what else we need? Okay, for the, now I'm just gonna add some lights. So I'm gonna go something like this. I'm gonna go really close and I'm gonna add a light. From type, I'm gonna change it from spot to omni, and then I'll make the value up to 6. I use 6 a lot because I think that gives me like the best look, because 5 is too low and 7 is too high. So I use 6 usually, but we'll have to see. And I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go really close, add a new light, change it to omni, put it on 6. That's fine. Go here, same thing, omni. I'll do 6 again. That is fine. And I guess we'll do the top as well. Put it to omni like this. That's fine. So now what I want to do, I want to take all these lights and make them a child of the sky, because whenever I rotate the sky, I want the lights to rotate with it. Because right now, if I want to change this, let's see, to take this light right here and like put it back here, I will have to do it manually. I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna drag this down here, and now whenever I rotate the sky, these rotate as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna turn on the, what is it, the ray tracing, and yeah, let's have a look. Oh man. So there we go. So as we can see right here, let me see. We had some stuff going on here in Substance like this, but we can't really see them too much here. So we might have to do something about that. Yeah, you can kind of see it just a little bit. Give me 1 second. Let me close Discord. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can kind of see it, but I think we'll have to do some more work on it. You have this. No. I think this is too bright. I'll bring it back here. No, we'll have to do some work on this. I think this is fine for the most part. Let's see. Oh, there is one more thing I forgot to do. As you can see right here, like the edges are really hard, just like this. That's because in the normal map, you need to click the flip Y button so that the normals work properly. Now that looks good. Yeah, I think I like what's going on here. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can do some more with the roughness. So one thing I want to do, let me see, what was this? This was the color. This was this. So I'm gonna make a new fill layer. Just duplicate it, and I guess the name is fine. And for the paint, I'm just gonna add a new paint and delete these. Let's see. Now I'm gonna add a fill. There's this white look I wanna have on it. Where is it? I can't type. There you go. I want this. This is really nice on it. So I'm just gonna take it. It's gonna look like this, and I'm gonna put it on triplanar, and I guess I'll leave it on this. Lower the hardness, and let me see, contrast. Yeah, the balance is fine. Yeah, I think I'll keep it flipped. I like what's going on here, like this. Let me see the top. Yeah, the top can have some of these. I can use some of this. Yeah, we can definitely use this. So now I'm just gonna change the blending mode to multiply. So now whatever we paint on this is what's gonna show up. So something like this, as you can see. The more we paint, the more it shows up. All right. Let's see. What am I looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for the color. Yeah, let me see if the color could probably be a bit darker. Maybe a bit brownish. Yeah, something like this. I'm just gonna delete, and we're gonna paint it properly. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to my trusty cement brush like this, and we can start painting. Again, we're just gonna paint at random. Keep in mind, X is your best friend when you're painting like this. So X to take out, painting white to take in, to add in, X take out, like this. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna make it look really nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna lower my flow just a little bit, something like this, and I'm gonna start painting. So like this, take out, take in. Maybe the color is a little too strong, but we can deal with that later. There was some stuff I wanted to get from here. Yeah, something like this. Especially when painting with a mouse, it's really good to like keep playing with your flow. Actually, I kind of do like it being this thick. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I guess that's not helping. And make the brush pretty big. Keep painting like this. I'm gonna lower my flow, paint it out a little bit, paint in, paint out. Yeah, I don't mind this. how this is looking. I'm gonna go back here, paint in some. Take out. Again, hand painting like this is really what's gonna make your textures, your models stand out, along with your renders, of course. You can have really nice textures, but if your renders isn't the best or isn't looking good, then you might as well have not textured anything, you know? Because sometimes the ambient occlusion looks better than the textures, you know? And I got distracted. I started painting with only black. Yeah, I think the color is a little too dark. So I'm just gonna stay here and lower the opacity for it. Yep, that's good. So do some of this, like this, take some out, leave some in. Let's go to the mask look. Let's make this a bit darker and take out some of this. Again, you don't have to paint exactly where I paint. You can just, you know, go with the flow, put on some music or something, and just let your imagination go crazy. I think for this, yeah, this is fine. Like this. I'm gonna do some maybe up here. All right, I think that's fine. So now if I go to my roughness look, I'm gonna, let's see, this was 0.75. I guess I could leave this I'll put this 0.7 and this one 0.75. Yeah, something like this should be fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna go File, Export, and click Export. We'll see. Alright, go to Marmoset, everything should be updated. Something doesn't feel right. Let's see. I'm gonna put my bounces on 3. I'm not sure what it is, but something feels slightly off. Maybe my light is too bright. Alright. Yeah, I like what's happening here. Yeah. Maybe, let's see, maybe this is too bright. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't mind this. Alright, maybe we can push it a little bit more. And for that, I'm just gonna add a levels and crush down the black a little bit. Maybe something like this. And give this just a little bit more contrast. Just a little bit. Alright, now we see it better. Okay. And next, I'm just gonna paint some areas, like specific areas where I want to have some nice roughness and color variation. So I'm just gonna do a new layer, name it painted roughness. I'm gonna close everything but color and roughness and add a black mask, add a paint, and that's how we're gonna paint it. Like this. Yep. Let me turn down the size, turn down the angle, turn down the position. Perfect. Let's see. Yep. That works. So, I'm trying to think. I want it to be darker, so I'm gonna put on multiply. Yeah, something like this maybe. And the roughness probably 0.6. Yeah, 0.65. I don't want everything to be the same roughness, you know? So, yeah, now I'm just gonna, again, same thing, just paint where you feel like it makes sense, you know? Maybe not as much as up here would be dark, but maybe along the sides just a little bit. Yeah, maybe something like this, paint in, paint out. Paint in, paint out. Again, you can make your brush bigger. Paint in, paint out. I'm gonna go to the color channel just to see what I'm doing. Maybe back here, I could make it a little bit darker. Maybe there's some like slight burn marks or something. Yeah, maybe it would look like this. Even darker maybe. Something like that. Maybe that's too much. Can lower it, paint with black. There you go. Like this. Let's see. Yeah, I think this would be fine. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm looking for things like, this is kind of what we just did, right? This type of look. So right now I'm looking for something maybe like this, you know, kind of like slightly different and in color and in roughness, and maybe something like this. Where did I see it? Something like this. You see, different in color, different in roughness. So that's what we're trying to go for. Maybe we could use some stencils for this as well, but we'll get to that. From here, just play around with it a little bit, you know. I'm gonna go to my brush settings and I'm gonna, instead of warp, I guess wrap, I'm gonna do camera, so that it doesn't like smudge around the model. I think that's what that's for. Yeah, something like this. Like this. Again, paint in, paint out. down here. Maybe not as much down here. Maybe in here. A little bit. Maybe here. We're gonna go something like this. Yep. Maybe in here, because why not? Maybe some here. Again, it's really up to you where you want to paint things at. For me, I'm just going for like where I feel like it would bring some interest or it would make sense. Whatever, I'm just going with the flow really. Maybe in front like this. Yeah. Right now we're having some interesting look. If we go to the roughness channel, you can see like some parts are rougher than others, and that's kind of the interest we want to bring to this. I don't really mind this top being dark like this. I think it looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks fine. And there's one more thing we'll be doing, so I kind of don't want to overdo it. So I'm just gonna take out some of this. Again, if turns out it's too dark, we can just come back to the layer and lower it down. But for now, I think this is okay. Maybe not this. I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Yeah, something like this. Yep. Yeah, this is fine. All right. So I'm just gonna export it again and see what it's looking like. All right. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Is it too light? I can see this right here. Let's see. Should we put it on 0.7 maybe? And for the color, let's see. Base color. Maybe the color is too light. Maybe something like this. Actually, I like the color it was before. And I'm just gonna add levels. I'm gonna go to my roughness and do something like this. Just bring it up slightly, and the color should also update differently. We'll see how I feel about this after I inspect it in Marmoset. Alright, export again. Alright. Not too much difference. Is it because the light is too bright? Yeah, it seems like it. Alright, we're seeing some stuff. Let's see the top. Did I put a light on the okay. It almost feels like nothing is here. So maybe we can push it a little bit further. Maybe. Yeah, I'll just do like just a little bit further and then we can move on. Levels. Something like this. Just one more export. Alright. Okay, good. Now we're talking. I can see what's happening up here. Let's see the sides. The side should be fine as well. Yeah, I can see what's happening here. Some stuff happening here. If we have a render like this, it's looking really good over here, along with these showing like this. Yep, I think this is good. Maybe this is a little too much, just a little bit, so we can lower this spot specifically. So in order to do this, I will add one more paint, add it on multiply, and then I'll just paint like that instead. There you go. Something like this is fine. And there's one more, just one more thing I want to do. Where is it? Let's see. Where's the photo? So here you can see that it's probably hard for you to see it, but here there's like some stripes going on. It feels slightly rougher, kind of like this. I hope you can see it, but there you go, something like this. We're just gonna do that really quickly, and it shouldn't be a lot of work, but it should be making this look better or really good. Let's see, Control D. This is insane. I'm just gonna override the mask, and I'm gonna do add fill, and for that I'll use, let's see, direction. I'll use this. Maybe I like this better. We'll use this one. And let's see, I'll lower the roughness to like 0.555. Yes. And maybe no color. We just want it to affect the roughness. And here I'll put it on triplanar. Play with the contrast a bit. Something like this. And I'm gonna go to my roughness view just to see. Maybe that's too much, so I'm just gonna what's happening. There you go. Let me put this on maybe 0.7, 0.8, no, 0.5, maybe. And I want the angle to stay straight. Yeah. A balance like this. Something like this maybe. Go to my roughness. Yeah, that looks fine. Maybe. Yeah, I really like what's going on here. Should I make it go? Let me see. If you press some triplanar, where is my? There you go. If you press Q, you bring up the manipulator and press E to rotate, E to rotate. And if you hold down Control, wait, is it Shift? If you hold down Shift, you can snap to like, I guess 45-degree angles. And I'm just gonna make it go like this instead, because now it makes sense. Everything is going around like this. I'm gonna lower the hardness, and let's see. That looks good. Maybe I'll lower the roughness down just a little. Let's see. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I'll leave that 100 and lower this instead. Maybe put it on 50. Yep. 50 is fine. I'm gonna go back here. I really think this is too much. Yeah, like this seems better. And I'm gonna export the textures. Man, this heat wave, man, is driving me crazy. There you go. Make sure you're drinking water. Some nice cold water. Yeah, I think this is looking promising. I think. Let me try a different background color. Something like this. I really hate the shadow catches. Like, why is it casting like this? Yep, it's looking good. I guess we can move on. Yep. Alright. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the one we painted on top of the stripes that we just did, just because it makes sense to me. The TV itself probably came with the stripe roughness, and then the painted would be like everything that's like laid on top of the TV, you know? Maybe like hand greases or whatever, you know, but you know, opposite, not glossy. I can't think of anything that would make this rough yet. But for now, this is fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, why not? Maybe I can lower it just a bit. Let's see, maybe lower this just a little bit. Alright. Okay, so now let's see, what else am I gonna do next? So right now I'm gonna try to work on these. These will be like really super easy. Same workflow we've been doing. we're just gonna add some like black spots on this. And I know, like, you know, like this maybe, and like this. Yeah, so let's just do that. I'm gonna do a new fill layer. I'm gonna call it black spots. And I'm gonna turn off everything but color and roughness, just to give it some interesting look. For this, I'm gonna do a black mask, add a fill, and I'm gonna type spots on this, because I know this Substance comes with a lot of different, like, some of these. Let's try the pebbles. Pebbles, I haven't seen this before. This looks promising. It's looking good. Alright, I'm gonna put it on triplanar. Style it by 2? Is 2 fine? Yeah, 2 seems cool. Yeah, why not? And for the texture, I'm gonna, for the color, put it on multiply, and I'm gonna lower it down just a bit. Maybe something like this. Maybe I can tile this one more. 2.3. 2.3. Why not? Alright, now I'm gonna right click, add a paint, put the grunge above the paint, and put the grunge on multiply. So now whatever we paint on the paint will show the grunge above. Alright, so we're just gonna do that. Just here and there. Honestly, I don't know how much I like this Pebbles one, but we'll see. I think the white is throwing me off. Which one was it? Was it this? Yeah, I think for the color, I'm just gonna... Whoa. For this, I put the roughness on multiply. I want it to be the base color. The base color will be multiply. Alright, and for the side, I want the color to be maybe a little bit lower, because it's really throwing me off and I don't like that. Alright, go back to paint. Paint in, paint out. Paint in, paint out. Maybe I won't do a lot of this, but I'll just keep it in anyway, and I'll kind of like blend it with another one. Maybe back here, let's see. Back here on the sides, there's not a lot, but I think I've seen some more on these. Okay, you have some of this, some of these. Yeah, alright. Alright, I'm gonna do... let's see. I'm just gonna duplicate this. Black spots, copy one is fine. And I'm just gonna get rid of these. Add a new paint, add a new fill. Or is that fill? I'm gonna try, where is it? Let's type, I'll try this one. And I'm gonna put it on triplanar. Let's see, maybe 2 tiling, 1.5. All right. I'm gonna put it on multiply. There you go. So now I'm just gonna try to paint some in like this. You don't want it to be too much, you know, but you do want something there. Yeah, I think I like this better. Yeah, this is looking fine. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think this is good. All right, let's see. Should we give it some, what kind of roughness do I want? Low or, yeah, I'll do 0.7 again. 0.75. 0.75. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's good. Maybe I want some over here. Yeah. Something like this. Okay, now I'm just gonna take it to Marmoset, test it out, and then maybe call this part, and we'll continue to the next one. Let's see. Yeah, I like what's happening. I don't mind it. Maybe I'll put my sky all the way to black. I don't understand what this is. What is this? And why is it doing that? There you go. I might know what it is. Please update. There you go. Yeah, I like how it's looking. I think it's looking fine. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's looking good. Again, if we need to push anything further, we can always go back to the layer and play with it. So I think this is good for now, and when we come back, we will carry on, and then very soon we'll start putting on the letters. All right.